So much blood. The cries. I can still hear them. Oh, divine, so much pain. There were 6 of us. The Falinesті faithful. Wood orcs settled on our holy site. We only wanted to talk, to convince them to settle elsewhere. We didn't want any trouble. They captured Halalin, Fanrel, Nielus, and the others. Took them away to torture and who knows what else. Oh, divines, what if they're dead? I should have fought. I should have cut their throats. I ran. Why did I run? I wish I hadn't run. I'm not a fighter, not like Halalin and Nielus. We tend the ancient sites occupied by the Falinesті. We protect the sites in the great tree's absence, and ensure the sites are ready for its return. Falinesті, the walking city. It is a great elder tree on a scale you cannot imagine. It moves from site to site, taking the faithful with it. No one knows. Falinesті has vanished. Some speculate the faithful failed in our duties, and the tree abandoned us. But not I. Not I. The tree is coming back. One day it must come back. You don't understand. In the past, the Wood Orcs respected the ancient sites. They never would have dared to profane one by settling there. Until now. We wanted to remind them that these orcs don't care one whit about the ancient ways. A long time ago, but the attackers did not live to tell of it. Used to be that all the Bosmer, not just the faithful, would join to defend the holy sites. The undead changed that. The undead are everywhere. There is no one left to expel the orcs.
You? Who are you? I'd not thought anyone was left to help. Thank you.
The Norris and Pariel are gone. The Wood Orcs took them away. I heard them screaming. I do not expect to see them again. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Please, don't let them hurt me. Not again. Not like... Please.
Always a good attack.
You there. You're not one of these savages. Free me, quickly! Out? No. Not after what they did. These woodorks violated this holy site. They spit on the old ways. They captured the faithful, my brothers, my sisters, and they tortured us. The woodorks will pay in kind. With death. Death from the trees, death from the grass, death from the mist and water and rocks. These woodorks may not fear death. They will fear me. Meet me below the woodork fort. The orcs must pay.
I will pay whatever you require. Just help me. I will give anything to get her back. Pariel, my bold, brave, beloved Pariel, my wife. The wood orcs captured us. They did unspeakable things. They were going to kill me. She couldn't watch me die. She killed them all, but now she's missing. Pariel broke our pact with Ifre. She called upon Hircine, master of the hunt. He changed her. Now, by Ifre's command, I must end her before she hurts others. She fled into these caves. She knows my scent. I can't get close. She is not in her right mind, filled with rage at our treatment. Please, if she comes at you, subdue her. Don't kill her. I have no choice. What Pariel did goes against the Green Pact. She made herself into a monster, and she can never change back. I cannot let her wander unchecked or slaughter others. I owe her that. As any hunter would, look for signs in the cave. A broken stalk here, trampled ground there. Anything to show recent passage. Yes, the story is the Bosmer received their form from Ifre. It symbolizes a break from our wild nature. Pariel called upon the master of the hunt. She gave into her wild nature and slaughtered the orcs. She did it to save me. I don't know. The change was not instantaneous. It was wild, fast, brutal. The wood orcs were unrecognizable when she was done. But she's my wife. I can't let her suffer. Stop! Don't hurt her! Pariel, it's me! Oh, my beloved. What has happened to you? She is wounded. Did you hurt her? Subdued. Yes, I see. I'm sorry. Now, please, leave us. I left my pack at the mouth of the cave. Inside is all the gold I have. All yours. I'm sorry. I was desperate for help. Desperate enough to color the truth. Pariel did this, sacrificed herself to save me. How can Ifre ask me to kill her? I love her. I can't slaughter her like a common wolf. This is the only way we can be together. I will pray to Hircine and hunt beside my wife for the rest of our days. Now please, leave us. This is between Hircine and myself. Thanks for understanding. After I change, Pariel and I will leave this cave and go deep into Valenwood. But you should go. I don't know that I'll be able to control myself during the transformation. You must leave now. What transpires next is between Hircine and myself. Thank you.
You found me. Good. Killing the rank and file solves nothing. These wood orcs celebrate violence. The chieftain is careless with the lives of his warriors. Now, we must strike close to the chieftain's hearth and home. The war chief must not die until he has felt my pain, the pain of my faithful. He will see his family murdered one by one. He will rage and cry. Only then will we grant him death. One life for each of my faithful. Dashkor, his torturer. Rug, his son. Thushlag, his huntwife. Grashla, his hearthwife. When all these are dead, I will permit Chief Gorzesh to die. Solve, you act like this is some kind of riddle to be puzzled out. The only way to stop this from happening again is to send a loud, unambiguous message, the kind even these orc scum can't fail to understand. Help me, or get out of my way. Good. The son, Rug, waits for his father atop a watchtower. Grashla tends hearth in the large building in the center of the orc fortress. Find them, kill them. Bring both their heads back to me. Huntwife Thushlag led the party that captured us. Soon, she will have my blade in her back. As for Dashkor, I have something special planned for him. He thinks he knows how to make captives scream. I will teach him a few new tricks. He left on another hunt. When he returns, I plan to show him the heads we have gathered. Orcs aren't known for self-reflection, but I think you'll get the picture.
Pointy-eared backstabbers.
Still alive. Good. I have mine as well. We must send a clear message. Gorzesh will return from his hunt soon. I have left him a note of sorts, telling him where he can find his missing kin. It should lure him out of the fort. There is a stone circle sacred to the faithful not far from here. Go there, mount their heads, and touch the center stone. This blood sacrifice will complete an ancient ritual to Ifre. Gorzesh will watch us commit his family to the ooze.
This cannot be! Murderer! I'm cracked open your bones! My son!
Blood for blood. The Wood Orcs have learned what it means to cross the Falinesty faithful. The butchers got what they had coming to them. Word will spread, and the Wood Orcs will think twice about settling the Falinesty sites and slaughtering the faithful. Thank you for your help. At last it is over. At last, I can grieve. When Bosma transgress against the Green Pack, their souls are confined to the ooze. There they remain for eternity, thinking upon their sins. Gorzesh and his kin were among the first orcs to join those damned souls. I will retrieve what bodies I can from the orc camp, then lead Eganor and Nielas back to Woodhalf. If the orcs aren't gone by the time we return with more faithful, so much the worse for them.
Tread lightly now. The timber mammoth is as rare and skittish as they come. I nearly had it, but the damn birds spooked it. That's what I said, isn't it? The mammoth went into the water and I lost its trail. Care to try your hand at tracking it? Crouch low and look for traces of its passing. Mammoths aren't the most graceful creatures. Look for tracks, broken branches, and the like. Track it, kill it, and bring me its tusk as proof. Was your hunt successful? Not bad at all, to kill a rare specimen such as that. You'd make a fine member of the Hounds someday. They're a company of trophy hunters. I've been with them for years now, and I've never seen anyone as quick a study as you. I haven't seen tracking like that since Harris was leader of the Hounds. A legendary hound. He's obsessed with this mythical Sench, but his hunting companions never return. I heard he was near Varant Morass.
I hear you've been busy, my friend. Good. Very good. Is that letter for me? I see. So the rumors were true. Peladil. It is good that you brought him to his end, but I hope you aren't too weary, my eye. Peladil may be gone, but his actions are being felt across Valenwood. We have much left to do.
Your Majesty, the undead are massing at Drilidan Pass. A Lich Lord commands them, and he wears the royal crest.
Neyman, then I must beg your indulgence. I cannot speak just now. Please, speak to him at once.
So it is true, then? Prince Neyman has been raised from the dead and now seeks vengeance by corrupting Valenwood? Gods help us. That makes this even more difficult. And with the undead already outside the city gates, we must act now. No, the Lich Lord, Neyman was commanding the dead earlier, but he's since departed the area. Before anyone can go after him, though, we must first drive the undead back from the city gates. You should make haste to Drilidan Pass. I'm certain they will be grateful for your assistance. Look for Scout Katani just outside the city gates. She's helping to coordinate our defenses. I'll remain here in case the Queen needs anything.
I'm glad Peladil's threat is ended, but the Staff of Magnus is still missing. For now, I have another task for you. Undead rise in the north. Bodring and his Vindusk hold the line. Meet him at Marbrook's North Gate and aid him however you can.
Please do come in. Here at the Parchment and Horn, we do our best to ensure a relaxing stay for any journey to Marbrook. Even yours.
I have been a soldier all my life, but never have I seen such a dreadful turn of events. Prince Neyman? An army of undead? It's fortunate Camoran sent the Vine Dusk Rangers, because there are simply too few Dominion troops to defend the city. Talk to the Vine Dusk. Bodring is in command here. He'll know best what needs to be done. May the gods be with you, friend. May the gods be with us all.
Help shore up these walls, or we're all dead. It's ugly and getting uglier out here. As our living soldiers fall, the ranks of the dead swell. At this rate, we'll all be fighting for the other side by tomorrow's dawn. And that's not even the worst part. It's Prince Neyman. Poor old boy's been raised from the dead himself, but he's not himself. No trace of the hero Irene says he was in life. He's pure evil now, and from what we can tell, he's the one leading the undead army. I haven't a clue, and I don't have time to worry about it. We need to focus on the living, not the dead. Main Akuzri and several soldiers are stranded in the old merchant tunnel up the northern path. Think you could get to them? If you see any soldiers in need, help them out. Anyone who falls, the Heritance will just raise them to fight against us. But the most important thing is getting to the Main, though. He dies here. That's one more blow to the Dominion. After the death of Sylvanar, the Main came to offer his condolences, and his assistance to Valenwood. Then this mess started. He led a scouting patrol into the old merchant tunnels, but they got cut off. It's possible they've all been killed. Not long ago I heard Neyman was leading them. Then he died, and I heard that wasn't true, that he was a hero. Now, I don't know what in oblivion to believe. I don't know. I haven't seen him myself, but I can't tell you how many soldiers have fled from the forest, terrified and bewildered, mumbling to themselves about Neyman. To hear them tell it, the prince, or whatever he's become, is everywhere.
The incessant clamor of the undead at the gate finally stops, and you come through the gate. It is a relief to finally see someone new from among the living. Is Akusri correct in thinking you have come to our aid? Good, very good. The tunnel is cleared then, yes? Akusri is eternally grateful. He can make it back to Marbrook and send reinforcements to hold the tunnel. The far greater concern is discovering what has prompted the undead to attack. Yes, this one saw the prince with his own eyes. He is no longer Neyman though. He has been raised and possessed by some darkness. Even so, Akusri does not understand. The prince ordered his forces to attack, and then he disappeared. No one knows, but if destroying Marbrook were his goal, you would expect the prince to remain, yes? No, the prince planned something else, and his plans must be uncovered. You are clearly capable. I think you should undertake this task. You must consult with Indenir. He has already been considering this question. Akusri must warn you. Indenir is very strange, even for a Bosmer. But this one has never met an elf with such understanding of nature. Come, let me introduce you. Indenir, the tunnel is finally clear. Akusri will return to Marbrook and send soldiers to reinforce this location.
Yes, that makes sense. Perhaps it's better if I go out into the pass and try to discover why Neyman ordered the undead to attack in the first place.
Yes, both of you go. Find out what Neyman is planning and report to Marbrook. Don't try to do all this on your own. And of course, may bright moons light your path.
I appreciate the main sentiment and the support of the Dominion, but ultimately, it falls on us to protect Valenwood. Since the Sylvanar's death, I get the sense that Queen Irene feels she owes us something, but we Bosmer are not helpless. Of course not, and I'm grateful for your assistance. It's true that I can't do this alone. I just think marching the entire army into the forest would be a mistake. Come though, we mustn't tarry. We must discover the Shade's true motivation. I don't think it's that simple. The Shade has assumed Neyman's form. It retains some of Neyman's memories, but it's a different entity now, with different motivations. The Shade is undead, so we must consult the dead to discern its intentions. Drilladun Pass is old. Many Bosmer died here, and some cannot be raised by any magic. They are the accursed souls who violated the Green Pact. Come with me and we will try to commune with them. Perhaps they will know what the Shade truly plans. Oh, there are many ways. Perhaps they cut down a tree, or ate berries from the local plants. Sometimes their intentions were good, but Valenwood is unforgiving. If they violate the pact, they cannot pass from this plane. No, they are tethered to their remains, and they cannot pass into death, nor can they return to life. Thus they remain witness to all that transpires among living and dead alike, but unable to participate. Come, let us see what they know of Neyman. I've been underground too long. I can't wait to get back out into the forest.
This one heard you captured the High Elf Ambassador for her crimes in
I think we're in luck. Though most of the local wildlife has fled from the undead, the torchbugs have remained. Many people do not know this, but torchbugs are among the most perceptive creatures in the forest. They're amazing. I can ask one of them to lead you to the remains of the cursed dead. If you can find the skulls or some such, bring them to the stone table. I will go ahead and prepare so we can commune with them. Just trust me on this. It'll work. You'll see. Let's see if I can speak to this one. Come here, little one. Yes, that would be so helpful, thank you. Off it goes. Follow it to find the skulls and then meet me at the stone table. You who were condemned, hear me. Your only hope of being released is to tell us why the dead have been risen.
Ha! We need no release. The shade of Neiman heralds a new age, an age where we will be restored, and you are the ones who will be judged.
Hold on, how do you know that? Did the Shade actually tell you that?
He doesn't have to. When the forest is transformed, who do you think will inhabit the Shadowwood? We will.
Neiman does not have the power to release any of you, but I do. Help us and you'll have your chance at freedom.
I'll tell you, don't listen to that fool. The Shade seeks to corrupt the forest, to create a new realm. It's called the Shadowwood.
I suspected something like this. It explains what we've seen. The Shade of Neiman does not seek destruction, it seeks transformation. We need to close these shadow rifts quickly. First though, I promise their souls release. Not easily, but I promise them. Since I will fulfill the sentence, I think you should decide whether any of them should be released.
We told you what you wished to know. Little good that it will do you. But we were promised release. Please, you must release me. I shifted, which is strictly forbidden by the Green Pact. I was cocky, did it to prove that I could, that's all. It was a mistake. I understand that now. Please, I've suffered enough.
It's odd to watch the slaughter of your people through the empty sockets of your own skull. My family was slaughtered by the Wood Orcs, and I burned down their village, every last structure, every last tree for revenge. I shouldn't have harmed the forest. I should have rallied my people in a morning war and feasted on my enemies.
Fool, do you not see what's upon you? Look around. The shadow will consume all Tamriel and usher in a new age. An age where the dead will be redeemed and the living will suffer. The other races laugh at us. Why do we depend on them for wood we could easily take for ourselves? The Green Pact is for the weak. We are not the servants of the forest. The Green should serve us.
It pains me to see the forest suffer like this. I can sense the Green itself calling out for vengeance. Glad that's done. The pleading of the condemned is almost too much to bear. One way or another, they are returned to the forest. I won't question your judgment. Their fates are decided, but the fate of Valenwood is what concerns me. These shadow rifts the skulls mentioned, we must close them quickly. That's where the Shade's realm is bleeding into ours. I haven't quite figured that out. I can feel them, though. They feel like wounds in the forest. I have some small ability to mend the green, but it requires all of me. I'm going to need your protection. Corruption from Valenwood, whatever it takes.
Leave the shadow rifts alone or you will suffer for it.
However many rifts they open, I will close them all, every one.
Desist, living one. You meddle with forces you cannot understand.
Such foul creatures in my forest will not be tolerated.
You go too far. Now you will experience the Shadowwood for yourself.
What foul magic is this? Is this the Shadowwood? It is. This is what the Shade seeks, to transform Valenwood into this, a realm of darkness and evil. It's inconceivable. I do not know. I never imagined this realm would be so elaborate. How could he create this? Where does he get such power? We have to stop this, whatever it takes. Perhaps we can find the source of it. Yes, we must. Perhaps there is a gateway back to our realm, back to Valenwood. Some place where life and death intersect. That's it! The stone table! I must go. I'll meet you there.
I hope you like it here. You're about to become a permanent resident.
It seems our circumstances are even worse than I imagined. The corruption of the Shadowwood expands across the forest. I fear it's too late to contain it. We must find the Shade of Neiman himself, here on this plane, if we are to stop him. I know not, but I certainly aim to find out. First, though, you must report what we've learned to Marbrook. We need to at least keep them informed. Don't worry, when the time is right, the forest will help me find you again. Until then, be safe. Don't take long. We must press on with our efforts.